so much for stopping by. I make videos twice a week, so on Tuesdays and on Fridays. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for continued love and support my channel. I'm really hoping you're enjoying my content. So today's video is going to be a long-awaited review on the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multiuse Sculpting Concealer, and it just works really well as a foundation. I have it on now. I've done a demo and all of the foundation about last week, but I haven't got around to filming the review, so I'll just throw it on now. I did get ready with me with this look, just the eyes and stuff like that, and lips, like a nice kind of bronzy smoky eye. But let's just get talking about this foundation concealer kind of thing. So it comes in, I think it comes in about 50 shades or something like that. I need to like look online, but I will like put a wee marker to say how many shades it comes in, but it does have a good range of shades. I think it has the same amount of shades as like the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which has about, I think it has 50 or 60 shades, but I will mark it down below. It's priced at £25. You can get it from Debenhams, you can get it from the Too Faced website, and Sephora in America. I'm not entirely sure where else you can get it, but I will link it down below where you can get it from the UK. It comes in this packaging. Now bear in mind my packaging is a bit battered because I've had it since December or November, December I think it was. I've got the shade Latte, so this one's a good for olive tan skin. Now my tan isn't real, it's fake. If you watch my channel you'll know it's fake, but I like to fake that perfect olive skin. Like I just wish I had naturally like this colour skin. So you can tell my foundation looks more olive compared to my body because I'm wearing a warmer tan, like a fake tan. I'm wearing the Saint Moriz Dark Mousse, and this one works better with the U-Tan Cherry Turban Mousse or the MineTan Absolute 40, like them kind of more olive based tones, or like the Saint Tropez dark one they work with. But I also have the shade Sand, that's like their actual Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which I did do a review on, but I'm going to focus on this shade Latte. So the coverage of this foundation is very maximum. I'm going to call it a foundation because that's what I use it for, but it's basically a concealer, but I use it as a foundation, so I'm going to say foundation. It is a maximum coverage foundation. Now you can sheer it down to full. Well, if you're thinking is full and maximum coverage not the same? Maximum coverage is like more than full coverage. I think of coverage level as in sheer, light, medium, full, maximum. Obviously there's in between stages, so like medium to full, full to maximum, sheer to light, you get what I mean. But this is definitely a maximum coverage foundation, especially if you use a brush of it. I normally use my Sosu Miracle blending sponge, but I use the wee blank canvas buffing brush. I think it's F40, I'm not entirely sure. It's a pink and gold brush. I will kind of post a picture of it up here. But if you use that, you definitely get one layer maximum coverage. But if you use a sponge, one layer is like full to maximum. I've got one layer on now and it's like literally proper full coverage. But if I put a lower layer on, which I do for nights out, I get maximum. So comparing that to their actual foundation, like the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, that one's like medium to full. I would say it's more full, but then this one has more coverage, obviously, because it is meant to be a concealer, but I use it as a foundation. So I would say the wear time, this does wear really, really well. I find it's one of the longest wearing foundations I've ever had. Like I love the way it sits to my skin. It sits really well on my skin. And it would wear like a good full day. Like I would see at night time and look at it and look like I've applied my foundation just that minute, but I haven't worn it like for 10 hours, so it does give a good wear time. The same as like the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, their actual foundation. It does, like, so it's a good long lasting foundation. And I don't think it has SPF, I'm not entirely sure. So it is good for like nights out, flash photography, if you're going to get like loads of pictures taken. It's a good kind of foundation choice for that. So it's good for weddings and stuff. And I think I probably would wear this on my wedding day, to be honest, let's be real. But yeah, the finish on this is more kind of like a satiny matte. It isn't fully matte, it's not like fully glowy, so it's in between satin and matte. I find the original Too Faced Born This Way is more luminous, so it's like a luminous satin. This one's more satin matte, so when you put it on it has a satiny sheen. But when it dries on, it's slightly more like demi matte, but it isn't completely matte. Now bear in mind, I use a liquid illuminator as a primer underneath my foundation because I prefer to have a luminous dewy foundation in my face. So but without this it would give me like a demi matte look, especially when setting up with powder. I use my Revolution Banana Baking Powder, and yeah, just I find the finish is a nice finish. But if you can mix liquid illuminator in with it if you find it isn't doing enough for you. So the skin type I would say this is for, I would definitely say if you're very oily, you might get along with it. I have combination skin, sometimes my T-zone can get oilier, but my cheeks could get dehydrated, like a dry, dehydrated skin. So it can go both ways. I don't have very dry skin, but I don't have very oily skin. I've got kind of in between. But I don't really struggle with like acne or anything like that. I never had acne. But I would say if you're very oily skin, prep with like a mattifying primer and a powder and you'll be fine. I think it should work well for your oily skin, because it does really work well with my skin. So yeah, really dry skin, I would definitely say like make sure you exfoliate your dry skin. Prep with a really good moisturiser and a good primer, hydrating primer, illuminating primer. Put it on your face and then set with like a light reflecting or like a not so dry powder, like that banana powder by Revolution is really good for like drier skin because it isn't as cakey on your skin, which I prefer over like the NY baking powder I have, which is so dry on my skin. It's too dry for me to wear. So definitely prep and maintain your skin when you do choose to use it as a foundation. So yeah, it isn't cakey. I don't find it really cakey. And yeah, I will show you a demo of me applying it now. Starting out with the Bondi Sands Glow Liquid Illuminator in Gold Light as a primer, a nice glowy primer, and then going in with the Too Faced Concealer as foundation. Just putting one layer on first and blend that out with the So So Sponge. The So So Sponge gives a nice kind of full coverage but natural looking. It kind of blends in the foundation into the skin instead of putting it on top of the skin, which a brush would do. It just kind of makes it like settle into the skin better, and you can tell one layer is really good full coverage, full to maximum, but still nice and glowy. Going in with another layer of it just to really build up that coverage and show off that maximum coverage impact. And yeah, taking the same sponge obviously. And then the second layer just gives that more fuller, like more maximum coverage look. You can tell but still has that glow to it, which is nice. And just using the High Heart Revolution Heart Breakers Concealer in the shade Custard underneath my eyes and also set my face to highlight. I was also doing a review on that concealer in the same demo, so yeah, looking back at all the wee clips of like what I've just done for the concealer, like just to show it off, and using the same sponge just to blend it out. And you can tell like the foundation and concealer just really look well together. Taking the Revolution Banana Powder, I had to think there for a minute there, on the blank canvas. I think it's F80, I don't know what the number is, I'm crap at remembering numbers, but I'm just taking a wee setting brush and a big powder brush to set the rest of the face. As you can see, the whole products work really well together, and the whole look just looks really nice and flawless and maximum coverage and put together. So my final thoughts on this: if you like a maximum full coverage foundation and you want something that's travel size, it's good for travelling, and you want, particularly for a latte shade, you want something for an olive tan skin, you're going to love this as a foundation. And especially if you want something that's not going to flash back in photos and stuff like that, you're going to love this. It's definitely not for those who love a nice natural looking sheer foundation. This is going to be full beat, full glam, full coverage foundation. So yeah, it's just an amazing foundation. So hope you enjoyed this video, hope I didn't ramble on too much, which I do. And I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous, bye!